Salutations, football fans! Welcome to Frontline Football, your one place to get all the latest NFL news, rumors, updates, and highlights.
Great intro as always, Josh. And today we're going to be getting into certain stories, such as the Joe Mixon just got extended to 4 years, $48 million, I believe. Andy Reid is going to be around in Kansas City for 6 more years. Zach Cunningham also got an extension earlier in the day. Kamara is holding out with a potential trade. And we're going to be going over the first way too early ESPN power rankings. So let's get right into it with Joe Mixon. He got paid. What do you guys think?
I think it's good for the Bengals because the Bengals, they have a really good team that they're starting to build up with Joe Burrow and all those receivers. And Joe Mixon is just a very good role for them as running back.
Yeah, it was great to lock down this deal for the Bengals because with Burrow, this kind of helps him for his first couple of years because instead of just having to be that one guy on the team, now he gets to have Mixon whenever the Bengals want to hand it off and can help them alleviate the pressure in the pocket.
I 100% agree there. Burrow needs weapons. As a franchise QB, you have to supply your QB with the proper pieces to succeed. Joe Mixon is going to be great to lean on in the run game. They drafted T. Higgins in the second round for him to throw to. A.J. Green is coming back, and if he's in half of what he was, he's going to be very helpful, along with Tyler Boyd, and their first-round pick, Jonah Williams, returns. This Bengals, they actually spent money this year in free agency to get a couple defensive pieces, so next year we could be looking at a potentially dangerous Bengals team.
Yes, we could.
Yes. All right, next we have the Andy Reid getting extended for 6 years. So how do you guys feel about that?
6-year extension for Andy Reid. I like it. You got to lock up your coach when he wins a Super Bowl. Letting him get away like that would be trouble. He's too good to give up kind of thing. And especially Mahomes, he's got the Legion of Zoom now. He's got a lot of weapons. They need to make moves now before the cap catches up to him. So I'd say extend him and go try to win 2 or 3 Super Bowls before that cap comes right behind him.
How about you, Josh?
Adding on to that, what cap do they have? They've signed like every single one of their players to multi-million-dollar deals. So, I mean, great to lock down your head coach, but how are they going to pay all these players? They're just throwing around these contracts like candy.
That is the big issue here.
Great job locking up Andy Reid. That was an amazing thing to do because I think he's really what really pushed Patrick Mahomes to be one of the greatest quarterbacks ever to play. So it's just great locking him in for this long-term deal.
I agree. You can't beat that coach. They need to win now, I feel like, before they start running out of money, because pieces are going to start to fall off eventually. I mean, Travis Kelce isn't getting any younger. Tyreek Hill, I don't know if he got extended yet or not, but they're going to need to somehow manage him, keep the offensive line so Mahomes is safe, and keep some semblance of a defense to help Mahomes. So it will be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah. The only person that's actually taking a pay cut right now is Sammy Watkins, and that's kind of scary because they're going to have to get through that calf thing. And that's going to be very scary for them.
Okay, so next topic. So Zach Cunningham of the Houston Texans has just signed a deal for $58 million. Thoughts?
This is a good deal. I like it because this is Texans defense needs. It's got some pieces that I like, and I don't like the corners, but they need to lock up this linebacker here. He's been a great player for them, and with Whitley Merciless kind of exiting his prime, it's going to be good to have another great linebacker beside him. Not to mention the Texans offense and Deshaun Watson are about to have to somehow make up for the production lost in Hopkins, but they did get Brandon Cooks, which could be interesting. But I think Zach Cunningham, he could grow into the next leader of this defense, and I like to see where he goes.
I think it's a good deal because if you see what Zach Cunningham does, he's not one of the big linebackers that you know, but he is one of the side linebackers that you kind of know sometimes, but he's not in the spotlight. I think it's a good deal to lock him up now.
Yeah, it's a great thing to lock him up for this because right now, I mean, I might be a bit biased here because I am a Texans fan, but they need to lock up these kind of people because last year they were, if I'm not mistaken, 27th in the league for points allowed. So they need to lock up these star players so then they can build the Texans defense into like the 2011 Texans defense that was just monstrous.
Back in the day, they had no good quarterback and they had a monster defense, and now they have a good quarterback and no defense. So Watson's gonna have to make another upgrade in his level to play even more than he's already have to carry that team. So yeah,
it's going to be interesting to see how the Texans played out. As they're one of the teams that I feel could really go either way this season. I trust Watson to get him some wins, but at the same time he's lost a lot of help. But then at the same time he gains help. It's confusing to read the Texans, but I think they could be good. So any closing thoughts?
no.
All right, we're moving on to the next story. It's Alvin Kamara's potential holdout and trade brewing. Currently, right now, the favorites are the New York Jets, the Miami Dolphins, and the Washington Football Team. What are your guys' thoughts?
Okay.
I like the Dolphins. I don't understand the Jets too much because the Jets, they have Le'Veon. I know that Le'Veon didn't produce that well there, but that was only his first year, and that's his first year in the system. Maybe he'll do better next year. I think they need to give Bell another chance. Alvin Kamara is a very good player, but I don't think they should take away Bell. Josh?
Okay, if he's going to go to any team, it's got to be some kind of contender. Because the teams that they're naming are teams that are usually tanking. Because the running back should probably be the last piece that you want to get on your team. Because, I mean, let's face it, they have the least amount of years in the NFL. So all these teams are kind of just not going to be a good fit for him. So I say that he goes to a team like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yes, they've already signed LaShawn McCoy, but they could have Alvin Kamara to give Tom Brady that good run game that he needs in Tampa.
You bring up a good point there.
Game.
Alvin Kamara shouldn't be going to one of these rebuilding teams such as the Jets, and the Dolphins could be intriguing because they're in year 2 of their rebuild and they're looking like a promising team, but people like the Jets, they still have a lot of issues to work at, and running back just isn't something that the Jets have time to address when Sam Darnold is throwing in practice squad wide receivers. And with Washington, they're kind of a mess, but they got a solid defense. I don't know if running back's the move as of right now, but they did release Darius Geis, so I could sort of see the opening. But I agree, he should go to a contender. I feel like getting one of these veteran QBs that are maybe running out of time to win a Super Bowl, getting them like a key weapon, because Kamara's good in the pass and the run game, so maybe getting an elite weapon like Kamara could pay off in the long run, and then the veteran QBs can maybe go for a Super Bowl run.
Any closing thoughts here, or at all? Like anything?
Okay. I just want to say this to the fans. Okay. You guys might have seen me with the beard in the last video. I'm just going to say it now. I shaved it off because we got 100 views on that first video. So, but don't worry, everyone. The stash is staying. So, just wanted to make that clear to everybody.
The beard. Rest in peace, the beard, but the stash is in. So that's about it for this episode. But good news is we have a double header this week, as there was so much news that we couldn't fit it all in one episode. So you'll be getting an episode not only Friday night, but now you're going to get one Saturday night. So that will be interesting to see how that plays out. We'll have another episode out to you. Don't forget to follow us on our Instagram and Twitter for the latest news. Links in the description as always. Like, subscribe, comment, do all of that. And we'll see you guys next episode.